She's from the ancient maritime capital Bergen and has been the Prime Minister since 2013. She's the chair of high-level panel on building a sustainable ocean economy. Please welcome on stage, Erna Solberg.
Your Royal Highness, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, we do live in uncertain times, and we are facing multiple challenges, from hunger and poverty to climate change. I believe that many of the solutions to these challenges can be found in the ocean, from job creation to energy, health, nutrition. The potential of the ocean is tremendous. At the same time, we will not be able to unleash the potential of the ocean if we fail to keep them clean. Human activities are putting pressure on ecosystems and services that are fundamental to our well-being. Overfishing, marine pollution, climate change are causing unprecedented changes. But if you manage to strike the right balance, we can show there's need not to be a contradiction between protection and production. And as a coastal state, Norway depends on the income generated by the exploitation of marine resources. Our prosperity depends on sustainable use of the oceans. Yesterday, my government presented its updated ocean strategy, which reaffirms Norway's priorities in this area. In the time ahead, our ocean policy will focus more strongly on three specific areas: skills and digitalization, value creation along the entire Norwegian coast, and climate change and green shipping. You know it. The maritime industry is undergoing rapid change. It has every opportunity to be at the forefront of new technological development and to become a key player in reducing emission. For years, the industry has invested in knowledge and new technology to meet demands both from customers and society. New challenges have in fact led to competitive advantages, not least for innovative and proactive suppliers of industries. We still have great aspirations for our maritime industry. We are determined to continue to develop safe, reliable, sustainable, and cost-effective services. Reducing carbon emission in the maritime sector will not only reduce our overall domestic emissions, but also build global competitiveness in this growth segment. It is with this view my government will soon launch an action plan for green shipping. More than 80% of the goods in global trade are transported by sea. Reducing the environmental burden from shipping will therefore also strengthen the role of shipping in trade. Our ambition is to cut greenhouse gas emissions from domestic shipping and fishing by 50% by 2030. 11 years to go, compared to the levels we had in 2005. Our experience is that investments in green shipping pay off. These investments are not just good for the environment, but also for employment and the economy. Norway started early with vessels fueled by liquefied gas. This has sparked technological development, reduced air pollution, and created an international market. More than 300 vessels are now in operation or in order globally. Our first electric car ferry, Ampere, was launched in 2014. This technology was developed in response to the Commission for an emission-free ferry. And by 2022, there will be about 70 battery-powered ferries in Norwegian waters, 1/3 of the world's total. But we must remember that we also need to develop third and fourth generation technology even while the first and second generations are still in their infancy. That is why we will have car ferries with hydrogen electric propulsion in place as early as 2021. It is clear that the green requirements do not kill jobs, but rather create jobs. That should encourage us all. We will promote the introduction of low and zero emission solutions in all shipping segments. And we are confident that our pioneering policy will inspire similar development in other countries. However, national action has to be followed up by international action. Here too, there are good news to report. In 2018, the International Maritime Organization, IMO, negotiated a historic agreement on reducing emissions. This step was brave as it was necessary. Norway and IMO will work together to support developing countries in reducing their emissions from ships. We know that addressing climate change and ensuring a sustainable ocean economy requires actions from those in position to act. That is why I have invited 13 world leaders to join me in the high-level panel for sustainable ocean economy. The panel will present a roadmap for a sustainable ocean economy and will report to the UN Ocean Conference next year. Meanwhile, Norway will host our Ocean Conference in Oslo in October this year. And the nexus between the climate change and oceans will be one of the areas of focus. Norway's experience of combining protection and production from fishing to shipping strengthens our belief that sustainable use of the oceans is possible, that the full potential of our oceans can be unleashed. But for this to happen, we must press on with concrete climate action. So I hope we all can find inspiration in what parts of the maritime industry has achieved so far. And just remember one thing. If you look at your business models for the future, the regulations will be tougher, especially on climate change. So you just have to start acting. Then you will be ahead. So thank you very much.